So in this video, I'm talking about why Sivir is getting quote-unquote gutted. And it's because there's a proposed change on the PBE. Granted, it is the PBE, mind you, so it's not fact or law or anything until it gets into the patch notes, but of lowering her base AD from 54 to 57. Now, if you remember in the preseason of last year, every AD carry got their base AD increased by a certain number because their AD growth per level was also hit, Sivir included. Like for example, I'll use Jinx, of course, because I always use Jinx as an example when I talk about anything AD carry. Her attack damage was increased from 58.46 from 53.4, so over a 580 increase of her base damage, but because her AD growth per level was reduced to about 2.5 from 3. And what this pretty much is before with the 53.4 starting damage, but with that 80 growth of 3, she made it to about 107 attack damage, like without items, just experience all the way leveling up to level 18. While now, even though she starts with 58, she only makes it to about 99 AD without stats and items and stuff like that. Which, granted, that's part of the thing. Why I say quote-unquote gutting is because obviously that Sivir's going to build items. That's going to not really affect anybody in the mid to late game, especially because, you know, with BF sword items or crit items, whatever, that's going to cover like really a loss of what, 3 AD. But the reason I say gutting is because that's going to hurt the lane phase quite a bit. At least I think. It might not actually do anything at all, but they're doing this nerf because they do want to hit Sivir harder, so I imagine they see something that's like this will be a significant nerf to the 617 changes. And again, of course, they're hitting her like they hit Ashe and Jhin. They kind of crowd out every AD carry pick right now with a whole lot of utility, and these are worlds. These are the worlds patches 617 and 618. They want as many AD carries to possibly be able to be picked as possible. So, I mean, there's some other changes that are up for Sivir right now. I just don't know if they're going to be that bad because, like, the spell shield, you know, nerf doesn't look like it's going to be that terrible. And they are, you know, nerfing her base of their mana regen by about half, but she builds Essence Reaver. And if she builds any crit, you know, the crit will refund some of the mana as well. I don't know if that would be too terrible. But the base AD one I just find a little bit interesting, if nothing else, just because every AD carry, you know, got their base AD got to be increased because their growth was not, you know, it was lowered, it was nerfed, but hers isn't getting reverted, it's staying the same, and she's getting lower AD, so I do kind of wonder how will that, you know, affect her in the early game, especially laning phase. So that's just, it's really theory crafting at this point, don't take what I say for law as well either, but that's all for this video, so if you watched this far, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as well, but life is full of a lot of kinks, so I don't know which video will be next, so until next time, take care from the Fire Good Eye FS.